Oh, hey Reese, what's going on today? Hi, how you going? It is, of course, me, Reese T. O'Leary of perpelFLAME and Company. That's right, perpelFLAME. And you are joining me here for a very special, interesting episode of me talking and chatting with you all. But I thought today I would have a chat with you all about my upcoming circumstances and do a little bit of a top 10 countdown as to why I'm not scared, but in fact excited to be homeless. Yes, as of the 31st of March, I will be without a home, without a residence, without an office. I will be a man across the lands, these great wide lands of the earth, but specifically here in Australia. Now, before we get started, I do want to just preface, I understand that this is a potentially sensitive topic for many people. For many people, this does hit close to home, especially at the moment around the world. You may know someone that's faced this situation. You may know someone in this situation. You may be in this situation. And if you are, this video is designed to inspire you and assist you in feeling less scared, less worried, less upset, and raise your frequency. And for everybody else that isn't experiencing this or doesn't plan to experience this should educate you a little bit on my perspective and why I believe this is an exciting time and not one to be scared of or afraid of. So let's get started. So top 10 reasons why I am not scared, but in fact excited to be homeless. So my number 10 reason, I'm going to start from 10. My number 10 reason is I must always live within my means. Right? Of course. But of course, right? I can't be walking around or traveling around or driving around with, a house full of possessions. And don't get me wrong, it's nice to have possessions. It's nice to have, my wonderful computer. It's nice to have all these wonderful things that I surround myself. Look at all these artworks. Look at all these beautiful things. But at the same time, it does attach us to possessions. It does attach us to things. It does attach us in ways that we don't quite understand and we don't see. And it does weigh our frequency down. It does weigh us down in ways that we don't quite understand until we don't have that weight anymore, right? So being able to detach from these things and living within my means, right, reduces my footprint here on the earth. It reduces my ability to contribute to all the things that I don't wish to contribute to, like waste, right, in the world. Number 9. I kind of mentioned this just then, but practicing non-attachment in its highest form, right? So without a residence, without, electricity bills, without internet, without all these different things, I will be practicing non-attachment at its highest form, right? Not just that, I won't have a refrigerator, I won't have, groceries stored in the fridge, I won't have waste, I won't have this. Of course I will have these things in a smaller condensed form, but only in forms that I can personally have on me, that I can carry, that I can have with me. So of course I'm going to be reducing that at its greatest form, which means I will be practicing non-attachment in the highest format possible, and that makes me excited. It really does. If you don't know, I'm a chaotic animist. I'm also a chaos witch. I subscribe to all belief systems from around the world, and this reminds me of the Buddhist belief system of practicing the art of non-attachment, which many people do find difficult to do. And I'm a man of my word, and I like to practice what I preach, and I'm constantly and consistently preaching non-attachment to people. So, this is going to be an exciting time for me to be able to practice the highest variety of non-attachment possible to possessions, memories, people, places, things, right? Subscriptions, right? I'm going to be non-attached to the way in which society views us that we should be living, right? So, number 8, I have a freedom of flow, right? I will have a freedom of flow, and I will be able to move with the energies. When we have a house, when we have a residence, when we have somewhere that we have to go to, you know, more often than not, I talk with people about how they aren't fond of their neighbours, for example, or how they hear noises going past, and often I will hear noises here, you know, where I'm like, oh, I wish I didn't have that noise available. I wish I didn't have that noise available. You know, there are all these different things that contribute to the lower vibrational energies in which we experience in our being, and I'm really excited to be able to experience the freedom of flow, so that if I feel that I need to move or go somewhere else, I can just do that at the drop of a hat, you know, at a second's notice. I can just go, oh, the energy shifted. I don't feel like I should be here anymore. And I can just buzz off. Bzzz. How exciting. Whereas many others who are tied to their homes for reasons of purchase, reasons of renting, reasons of whatever else, you can't just do that. You can't just pick up and go somewhere else. That's exciting. Number 7, my connectivity to Gaia and the land. Oof, this one makes me really excited. As you know, I'm someone that's very connected in and attuned with energies all around us at all given times. And while I can be connected with the land here, or I can be connected with, you know, the energy that this land brings, I would really, really love to be able to connect to so many more other energies around, right? I would love to be able to connect with as many different pockets of energy that Gaia has to offer. And this provides me with that opportunity. You know, tied in similarly to the last number, I can actually have a freedom of flow to go and connect to different pockets of energy that Mother Nature and Gaia has to offer. That's really cool. I think that's really cool. You know, that's nothing to be scared of. That's so exciting for many people. I'm sure you can agree with that, but maybe you haven't thought of that before. So I wanted to include that one in it and be sure to emphasize the point that connectivity with the land in different varieties is so important to me, and it should be so important to you. The land that gives us life, the land that inspires us, the land that provides for us in all its forms. Right? Number 6, I have an extraordinary opportunity to observe all in a very different way, right? I have the opportunity to observe from a space of non-attachment, right? From a space of being in the flow, connecting with the land, and I have this opportunity to be able to look at things in a way that I believe is unique, and not many people on this planet will have the opportunity to observe from, you know? I won't be stepping into this with fear. I won't be stepping into this with, you know, uncertainty. I'll be stepping into this with complete and utter excitement and clarity, you know, of let's go. Yeah, let's go. I've kind of mentioned the next one, number 5. So more opportunity at connectivity. And I don't just mean connectivity to the land or the spirits or the elements. I also mean connectivity to people. Are we able to actually connect with more people being homeless than I would if I was in a home? Yeah, our home often draws us in. It encloses us, and it makes us want to be in that space more often than not, so that we don't feel like we're wasting that space. And then we find ourselves clumped into that spot. I don't want to be like that. I want to be connected to people. I want to be physically connected to people. I want the opportunity to hug people and say, hey, how you doing? You're doing well, you're doing fabulous, you're doing great. Yeah? So, more opportunity at connectivity. How exciting. Coming in at number 4 is cosmic alignment. Now, I know you're probably thinking, what do you mean by cosmic alignment? Well, at different times, different planetary systems align in different ways. Different things are occurring all the time when it comes to the cosmos. And by being free of attachments and being free of the paradigm of a house, I have more opportunity to be in alignment with these cosmic alignments and to play a part in these cosmic alignments in the best possible way. Sometimes when you do have a house, or when you do have attachments of that nature, it can make it very difficult to align correctly, in my opinion, with the cosmic alignment. So that is a very exciting one. Number 3 is, of course, heightened intuitive guidance. Yes, when we put ourselves in stasis of the need for intuitive guidance, of course, it's always there. We're always receiving intuitive messages on a regular basis, day-to-day basis, no matter where we are, even if we have a house to go home to. But when we are in a stasis of having to live by our intuitive guidance, we are put into a more heightened state of this intuitive guidance, meaning that I have greater ability to be able to connect to the ether, to the cosmos, to the spirit realm, to all that is out there and all that that has to offer me. So that is very exciting for me. Number 2, unlimited growth opportunities. Now, I know you're probably thinking, isn't it the opposite? Don't you have less growth opportunities? Actually, no. You have more growth opportunities when you have less attachments. There is more opportunity to expand and explore and become more aware. It's not just about awareness, of course, but it's just the expansion opportunity is so much greater when you don't have a physical tie to something like a house or a property. It's actually incredulous. And to me, I can't wait to see what unlimited growth opportunities are going to present themselves, because it is going to be, I think, exciting, insane, beautiful, gorgeous, wonderful. I think it's going to be all of those things and more. And of course, finally, number 1 on my list of 10 reasons why I'm not scared, but actually very excited to be homeless. That is, of course, the world is my home. Yeah, the world is my home. I'm a child of Earth. Whenever people say, where were you born? I say, Earth. I was born on Earth. I don't recognize countries and borders and boundaries in the same way other people do. I think we're all a part of the same collective species, and we all just live in different regions of the same home, right? We are all children of Earth. If you were born here, you are a child of Earth. And I can go anywhere. I can do anything. I can expand in any which direction that I feel the need to, that I'm guided to do so. So this is probably my most number 1 reason why I'm excited, and I really hope you can understand why I share with you all these top 10 reasons. But that's all I've got for you for this video. Don't stress about me, because I'm excited for you in your journey as well. I'm excited for all that this new chapter has to bring for everybody. I'm going to be bringing along the perpelFLAME & Company crew for the journey with me. I'm never down and out. There's no such thing. I'm just heading in a different direction with different opportunities, with different, points of connectivity. I'm actually really excited, and I'm excited to see where it's going to take me, where it's going to take perpelFLAME and Company, what I will be able to achieve, and what's headed my way, and what's headed our way, right, as a collective. So, tribe, I'm going to love you and leave you. Have a good one, and I'll catch you in the next video. Ciao. Catch us on the flip side.